Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to today's video, that being, uh, another Warframe video. This time, we're going over a Warframe which, honestly, I don't pay that much attention to, but, we're doing this alphabetically, and, we gotta get through this one to get to Grendel. So, today we are going with the Warframe whose name y'all might only recognize from Naruto, and that is Gara. So, uh, before I get into the content, I just like to say, do y'all not like citrine or something like that? Because I don't know, I've been going over my, videos and stuff, and usually the Warframe videos are the ones that get the most views, like, at least 30 or so, with some of the most recent ones. But it's been a week since I did the citrine video, and no views. Where views? Question mark. So, yeah, that's a bit of an anomaly. Regardless, I would just like to say, if you like what you see here, like the content, or just like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want more content. And yeah, let's actually move into Gara. So here is Gara. This you would think she has something to do with sand, but it's actually more so along the lines of glass. So let's just go into the abilities first, the thing that we usually do. So first and foremost, her passive ability is that she has a chance to create a radial blind lasting 10 seconds when she casts abilities. Uh, for those of you who don't remember the Excalibur video that I did, radial blind is just like, it's basically like a flashbang that emits from out of the character. So yeah, you can just, sometimes that happens when Gara casts abilities. Uh, as for actual abilities, first ability is Shattered Lash, which it's basically just, it's a one-hit attack that just, yeah, lash out with stream of shattered glass or hold for an arcing spike or strike. Stats are boosted by the equip mods on Shattered Lash. Yeah, so it's a pseudo exalted, much like much like Alice's first ability, the Rumbling Fist. Uh, Next up we have Splinter Storm. This is an ability that I don't really know much about. Admittedly, I got Gara Prime and leveled her and learned somewhat about her abilities, but other than that, yeah. Gara's armor splinters into a maelstrom of shattered glass. Allies who contact the cloud are fortified against damage. So yeah, it just gives damage reduction to allies and also damages enemies. All right. Thirdly, we have Spectral Rage. This is the Warframe equivalent of Stop Hitting Yourself, where basically Gara constructs a bunch of mirrors. It's described as a carousel of mirrors, and any enemies caught on the inside of the mirrors just uh they're forced to shoot at the mirrors to try to escape, but damaging the mirrors just damages themselves because reflection logic. Uh, yeah. And then we have the area clear ability, which most people use Gara for, which is Mass Vitrify. Basically, it just expands a wall of glass out towards wherever, and yeah, expands a wall of glass. Any enemies caught in the expanding of the glass wall, uh, turn into glass, and then yeah, you can also hit the ring with Shattered Lash to just break it into a bunch of broken glass, which obviously does a bunch of damage. Having gone over that, next thing we should cover is augments. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I don't know if that's the radio blind thing, but Gara has this, like, or I think it's specifically Gara Prime, but she has this, like, effect thing where when you do a bullet jump with her, it has, like, that crystallization effect. Yo, the microphone can hear you guys from over here. But, yeah. As for where you can find the augments, let's look together, shall we? Not with Steel Meridian, not with Red Veil, I don't think, but let's just check. Not with Red Veil. Suda, maybe? Chroma, Frost. Nope. So it must be Arbiters of Hexus. Because that's how that works. Okay, yeah, so, yes. It is Arbiters of Hexus, and Gara has, appears to be 3 augments. This one, Shattered Storm, Shattered Lash augment. When Gara breaks her Mass Vitrify ring with Shattered Lash, enemies struck by the glass suffer Splinter Storm at 100% strength. So, yeah, that's the damage reduction ability. So basically, when you use the 4th ability and then break the wall with the 1st ability, enemies that get hit suffer the effects of the 2nd ability, if you can keep up with that. Mending Splinters is Splinter Storm augment. For each target affected, Splinter Storm heals 15 health, which would be very good in conjunction with Shattered Storm, because it would make it so that when you have the wall go out and everyone gets damaged and everyone gets hit with the Splinter Storm, then that would also heal you for every enemy that you hit, and you're going to hit a lot of enemies. And then the third and seemingly final augment is Spectro Siphon. Spectro Siphon is the mirror carousel augment, and it makes it so that enemies that die within Spectro Rage have a 50% chance to drop an energy orb, which is just good for energy purposes. You don't want to be running out of energy anytime soon. But yeah, that's abilities, augments, acquisition. Acquisition, I believe. Okay, so I'm pretty sure about this, but I think in order to get Gara, you need... Okay, it's not a main quest. Is it a war? No, it's not a Warframe quest. It's a side quest. Saya's Vigil. You go through Saya's Vigil, I believe, and then you can access. And when you go to Cetus, I believe Gara, at least base Gara, is Cetus bounty rewards. So, in other words, just wait for me to jump out of my whatever that is. I know, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been playing this game. As I said in the video I made yesterday, this video is detrimented by Genshin Impact because I have been playing a lot of Genshin Impact and pretty much neglecting other games because it's the one that has the most content for me to consume. But, yeah, that aside, Gar, I believe you can just get yeah, Gara Systems Blueprint, Gara Neuroptics Blueprint, and Gara Chassis Blueprint. It's all uncommon rewards that you get from these bounties on Cetus. And then, I believe you just get, Gara's...
You choose to beware.
I believe you can just get the regular blueprint from the shop, or from, like, from the Warframe store, or I guess not really Warframe store. Whatever this thing is called over here, okay? The market. You can just get the Gara blueprint from the... Oh, hey, the Baroque Deluxe thing is out. You go over here to Gara. And you can get the blueprint. Gara's main blueprint is awarded from the Sia's Vigil. I knew it had something to do with Sia's Vigil. Of course. Anyway, so, yeah, that is most of what there is to Gara. Prime Gara is unfortunately no longer available. She was in Prime Resurgence before, but unfortunately, now it's Baroque and Revenant, which, I don't know, I'm just speaking on a personal level, I would recommend, if you guys are gonna play Warframe and maybe try to get a Prime that's in Prime Resurgence, I would recommend getting Baroque.
Good. Don't rush into things.
Especially since he just got the new deluxe skin.
Yeah, Eleanor? Oh, no, they can't. No.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away from that before Eleanor does something that I don't want caught on camera. Anyway, aside from that, Gara does have lore. It's just not especially, like, present, kind of. Like, she doesn't have a Laverian entry, which is kind of unfortunate because Laverian entries are some of the easier ones to get with. But yeah, she does have codex stuff. And yeah, Gara is the... Okay, so I had to read through wikis to learn this, actually, but Gara's lore is that not only are they a significant protector of Cetus, they are the protector of this thing in Cetus called the Unum Tower, I think, is what it is. Basically, this thing that you can see from space, this, like, the tower that you can see in the actual orbit, this tower is called the Unum, and at some point, I think during the Old War, it was under siege, and Gara was the one Warframe that decided to basically protect it with her life, and that is why all of her main blueprints and parts blueprints were found in and around Cetus and from quests that take place in Cetus. Because the thing with Cetus is that Gara protected it, or Gara protected the Unum Tower, which in turn protects the people of Cetus from the sentients, but Gara protected it by not only shattering a bunch of glass, but she also shattered herself, which is why her parts blueprints are found from bounties and as, like, bounty rewards, as, like, artifacts and stuff. So, yeah, that is pretty much all there is to Gara, which is, considerably easy timing, considering I have, like, 10 seconds left. So I am going to go have lunch, and I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.